Hey there and happy Tuesday, everyone. So, all of a sudden after I designed today's card, I realized it's card number 4 out of 10 for my September stamp camp. And every card that I've done has kind of a black theme. I'm not in a dark mood this month, you guys, I'm not, but Stampin' Up! Just has some fun. All of them have been like black designer series papers, so they kind of have a little bit of a pattern to them, but they hopefully will all look different if you're ordering to get the 10 cards or ordering the 10 cards. So this is today's card number 4 for September's stamp camp. Hey there, Tori. Hi, Angie. And just yesterday I was saying when I put black designer series paper with pink, how I love how black makes pink and red just pop. And then all of a sudden today, as I was putting this together, I'm like, oh, I'm making red pop because of black or something like that. So hey there, Lisa. Hi, Carol. And so I hope that you don't think my cards all look alike, but I'm also today excited because I'm showing you 3 celebration selections. And today is what, the 21st? So we have just 9 days left of this round of celebration. So if you haven't purchased to get these 3 products for free, today might help you make decisions on, do I still want that or not? Or do I have those 2 things and need that one more thing or something like that? So I will get to showing you where you can find the products here and get my camera flipped around. So I've got my iPad going. So if you guys have questions, definitely, you know, give me a shout out and let me know what your questions are and such, because I like seeing those come through. It makes me feel like people are engaged. Kind of like that teacher, the class just is really quiet. Then they wonder, is anybody listening? No, but I know some of you are because I see your names there. Like, hi, Linda. All right. So here is the card facing the right way. And it says, so glad it's your birthday. So these, like the hat and the 2 sheep and the sentiment, that's all from the Counting Sheep stamp set here. So I don't know if I told you about this, but I have this sheet of stickers in here. Whoops. And I actually have put together all my sheep stamps. So that goes there. But I still have my stickers in here because Stampin' Up! Maybe I bet I tossed them. Never mind, I tossed them. But anyway, Stampin' Up! Sent me the stickers in a different language. And so I thought maybe I still had them in there. Tori is a teacher. I know that feeling. Is anyone out there? Anyone? Okay. So, but yeah, I tossed them because I didn't even know. Obviously, it probably said, so glad you're having a birthday, or it's your birthday and you're amazing, but it was in a different language. So I tossed those stickers and they were so good to send out new stickers, which reminds me, you know, if you guys have any issues or problems ever and you've ordered through me, I can help make that right with Stampin' Up! For little things, big things, whatever. You don't have to settle for anything because I have great customer service. All right, so Counting Sheep, that comes from Celebration, the brochure here. The only thing so far that has sold out is the Bedazzling paper. Hello there, Jean. Good to see you. So what I'm using today is this beautifully penned 12 by 12 paper. So earlier in my showcasing probably the first out of my 10 cards, I did this paper. Today I'm using this, and you can just see all the other things. So like the back side of today's paper is flowers. So some people have been cutting out these little arrangements here, coloring them in pretty and putting them as focal points on cards, which is a great idea. I chose to use this side and make just life easier by having pretty striped black paper. It almost takes on like a grayish tone, which works really well for today's sheet. So with a $50 purchase, that can be a free choice. And then, oh, my page is stuck here. Oh, it's maybe a couple more. Here we go. The Counting Sheep stamp set with a $50 purchase. This stamp set can be for free. And this is where I was showing my husband, what do you think of today's card? Should I put this here or put that there? What does it need? He goes, oh, is this where the sheep dies again? And he thinks that's just so funny. So yes, these are the sheep dies. And so I kind of thought when I was putting the title of my video today, don't put Counting Sheep and Sheep Dies. So I put Counting Sheep with with sheep dies and beautifully penned DSP. So that's how that works. So the dies here can be yours free with a $50 purchase. So all of that comes from the celebration brochure so far. The only thing that I have to point out before I get too far is this sheep's cute little bow there. That comes from the birthday chick dies. So a lot of you have these birthday chick dies, and I can almost hear some squeals like, oh, I already have that, because a lot of you did get that, and it has a different fence than the sheep dies and lots of fun birthday things. But here's that little tiny bow. So that is where that comes from, and I wanted you to know before I get too carried away with everything, because I do use a lot of dies today. So let me get started. Actually, I want to grab my glasses as I get going here. So this is my theme of the day, and I love the way black and red just pop together like so. And so I think just you'll see all of this in the making, that I'm not going to have to add a lot more color to things just because of the way it just happens. So yes, Linda, that is so good to know. I knew somebody would be like, oh yay, like I can already complete that card or something, or that gives me options to remember that that bow is in there, because how often, if we don't use that set for things, do we forget the little pieces that are in there? Hey there, Julie. All right, so let me start by doing my stamping here on this piece. So I'm just going to open up my Memento Black ink pad here, and I'm going to ink up the one sheep here like so. And my other sheep, I'll see if they fit. I feel like this is the same size piece that I used for my card. Yes, okay, they do fit. Sometimes I go like, why did that work one time and not the next? All right, and then let's see, I am going to, I think use this for the hat. So I might as well stamp that out right away too. All right, we have that. Just such a cute little hat where you could just like leave it. Well, I'm gonna leave it plain in a little bit so you can see what it looks like not colored in with part of my design too. All right, so let me bring over my machine and get my dies. Here we go. So these are the sheep dies. So I'm using 2 of these sheep today. I'm also going to be using 2 clouds. That's how many come in the set. And then this little party hat. But that still leaves us with 1 more sheep, the fence, the sun, a little like pennant, and a balloon too. So keep that in mind, that all of that is still in there. So let me line up this guy here like so, and this one here like so. And let's see, might as well pop on the party hat too and see how we do. Watch me sneeze and everything will move. Just kidding. All right, so let me put my plate on. You know, I noticed last week that my plates, ooh, I don't like how it's gonna cut out that next one. I think I'm gonna stop right there. I don't know if I need to restamp this guy because it started to cut. Nope, I think we're good. All of a sudden it moved because these 2 were too close. So not that big of a deal. We can still conserve paper if that was my goal, I guess. I was just trying to have less passes for you to have to watch me put through the machine. But they were too close. So the other one was actually, as it went through the machine, was going to push the other one. So yeah, that was just, I don't know why the other one fits so perfectly. Maybe it was just, maybe I had my sheet stamped a different way too. All right, now I feel much better about that. That one looks happy. That looks happy like so. And oh, you know what? My die just went right through there. I don't know if you guys heard what happened last week or whenever I was working on Pam Cranky's cards, I lost one of my dies. And what I think is amazing about it, it's one of the stamp sets that Stampin' Up! Had 2 pine cones, and I lost one of the pine cone dies. So I feel like having like a trivial game of first one to guess where I find it, when I find it, if I find it, that die. So it's been almost a week and a half, I think, and it still hasn't shown up. And like I said, luckily there's more than one of that exact die in that stamp set. Otherwise, I would be instantly heartbroken. Okay, so now we have these clouds. I felt like I could tell that story because I was just running dies through my machine, nothing to report in. Two different sized clouds, which is nice. And then, so that one's done. And this is where I'm just going to, I think the only thing that I have left to run through then is that tiny little bow. Oh, you guys, where did I put that tiny little bow? As I talk about missing dies, that's not even funny. Did I keep it with my birthday chick? A lot of times I just set things off to the side. We'll see. If worse comes to worse, then I just pull it off the other one that I made. But I had them all together, all the dies that I was using. Gosh, I felt so prepared. We shall see though. Okay, I'm not gonna like let the video just keep dragging on, but it's like if it's here quick, I'll use it. Otherwise, and I probably jinxed myself by saying I lost the one die, but it's about this size. Last time I looked through my trash too, it wasn't in there. All right, so like I said, I'm just gonna go. We're gonna pretend that I cut out this little guy here. And what I love about this die is not only does it cut to the cute little bow there, but it also like does a little embossed slits there on that as well. So yeah, like I said, I just want to take time to look for it, but no, I'm not going to waste your time. All right. And so next we can do some coloring, and there's not a lot of coloring. I feel like I've colored these sheep exactly the same way every time for you guys. Today I'm doing it a little different. Using the same color, I am using the Smoky Slate Dark and Light. Oh, good, Tori. I'm glad you never lose your dies. Seriously? Okay, you guys know I've been a demonstrator. This is the darkest of the Smoky Slate, so I'm just going to go over the ears here. In 25 years, I can't really say never lost a die, but the closest I got is I did lose a butterfly die going into my open house, and I had enough time to order it again. I think either that or one of my team, just bless her heart, Stacy, I think, cut out all of them that I needed for my open house. And then I just reordered. And of course, Murphy's Law, once that new set of butterfly dies came in, then I found it on the back side of a card stuck. You know how they are sticky like that? And so so then I had an extra set of brand new dies. I think I gave away as a gift because I was just so excited that I didn't lose one. So technically not lost forever. I feel like that other one's technically lost forever. Okay, so with my dark Smoky Slate here, I am filling in just the bottom of the legs here, and or the feet there, and the ears, and just around the face. And Tori, you'll have to tell me your story of pain when I see you next, because losing dies isn't fun. All right, and then here, just the hooves there, and around the face and the ears, and that's just all done with the dark. And then the light, I'm just going to go in and just fill that in the legs and the face. And I'm leaving the body just plain for now. So that's all you're going to get from that, which is a little differently than I've been coloring it. And actually, I haven't used this sheep. I just felt like this sheep looked like a little bit of a party pooper. I don't know if it's the face on it or what, but I thought, you know what? I've seen other people use it. It doesn't look so bad, but every time I came across it, it just looked like it was pouting. And I'm like, who wants to invite that sheep to their party? Because, you know, it just didn't look like it was thrilled to be there. So, so today I'm using it because I feel like, okay, people are going to wonder, why hasn't Belle used that sheep, and she keeps using the other ones. All right, and then for the party hat, I'm just switching to Real Red, and I chose the darker of the two Real Red colors, and that I'm just going to carefully touch around those little tiny polka dots on the party hat. like so. Not a lot of coloring on there, and have that on there like so. Okay, now we can go to assembly. So a little bit of, you know, cutting out this, that, and the other thing, but the assembly part comes together really fast. So this is where I love this, just how fun this is. And I didn't know if I needed, if there was enough like lift or difference between just putting this on the red. I didn't know if I should line it with black or with basic gray, or put some basic gray on here, which I think would be really pretty too, or really cute, or however you want to put it, if you wanted to frame a piece or have the sheep on a focal point of some kind of gray too. So Linda thinks that sheep's face does not look right either. And I think what surprises me about that too, Stampin' Up! Always does like the cutest things. And so how did we end up with a sheep that wasn't the cutest thing, right? Okay, I'm going to put this right on there. So my card base is the real red, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, opening this way today. And then this piece of Designer Series paper, the Celebration Beautifully Penned, is cut 4 by 5 1/4. And then all my sheep, everything basically is going to get popped up with dimensionals. So I have dimensionals I'm going to put on here, and I'm going to put dimensionals on this sheep like so. And these are my regular dimensionals so far. And as I pull off papers, my eyes are still like going like, where is that little die? If I find it, I'll post it in my comments or something. Oh my goodness, because it was the cutest thing that I was so excited about, right? Okay, all right. And I have one more sticker to pull off here like so. Okay, so now this sheep's ready to go here. Kind of, when you put the sheep by itself, now I'm kind of giggling. It kind of looks like this could have a caption where like black sheep of the family, and then you just like, that's your caption, and then you put the sheep in the corner, or heard you got put in a timeout or something like that. That could be the sentiment for the card, and you just send the sheep like that or something, because yeah, the face just looks a little pouty. All right, but this one looks like, yep, this is the one that has the party spirit. So I'm glad that this one is in the set to make this one look like, okay, we can do it. And that little party hat, I'm going to use one of the mini dimensionals because the hat is just so tiny, but I want that popped up to be the same size as the, oops, it's sticking out just a hair. Sometimes if I have it up too high on the party hat, that happens. Sometimes I can just scoot it, or actually didn't want to scoot this time, so I'm just going to take my scissor. Yeah, I just put it up too high on the party hat. Otherwise, it would be just fine. Okay, so I've got that on there. So let's pretend from the card that I did already that I cut out this bow and I used pearls. So now I have to look, are they, is that die stuck to my pearls? So I used the pearl basic jewels as kind of the accent piece there for this. And I'm just going to rip it off of this guy so you can see like so, okay? And then this I attach with a mini glue dot, and then I kind of just stretch it across the back side of that because I kind of want it in the middle, but it's the mini glue dot's too big for that. So if I kind of stretch it off to the side, it's going to stick well in more than just the center, and then it's going to hide the glue dot. So there. Now we have that. Don't look at this card now. All right. And then more stamping. I have just a strip of basic white cardstock here. And this I trimmed 3/4 inches. And for that, I'm going to get out my Real Red ink pad. And I thought just having a little bit more splash of color, bringing in some red, would be good for the card. So I'm just going to stamp out the So Glad It's Your Birthday. Kind of a fun font. What I like about this fun font, it's kind of whimsical, yet it can be used for guy or girl. Sometimes I see this and I go, oh, that's like a great guy sentiment, because it doesn't look too flourishing and such that way. So just going to trim that like so, and that like so with my eye. And now I have a strip of 1 inch real red. Hey there, Shannon. Good to see you on here. Here's my adhesive. And so that I find this is the easiest way to do it. Sometimes just lining it up by eye, or sometimes then just running it through my trimmer like so. And then we have that matted like that. And this we're going to pop up too with a couple dimensionals and take that off. And gonna go like this. So glad it's your birthday there. And then we have these 2 clouds, which I'm going to take and just take that edge piece that we've all chimed in about and said, oh, we love our edge pieces of our dimensionals. And that just works so well to put behind the cloud to pop that up. So that one's going to go up here. And then this one, we're going to put just another little strip of that across this one like so. And like I said, it's just so perfect for that. And that one we're gonna scoot over here like so. Okay, so I thought, okay, this card's kind of fun. I like the black and the red and the white together, but it needed a little bit of something. So I got out the Wink of Stella, and that made all the difference. So I just kind of give it a gentle squeeze, and then I go over the sheep. I don't go over the legs, but I do go right up around the bow here, and then I go over the face, and even that kind of pouty little face now doesn't look quite so pouty. Kind of looks like somebody put some happy makeup on it. And so that just helps make the card look a little bit more celebratory. And depending on how my light hits it, you might not see it at all, or you might go, oh, I do see it a little bit. And then I'm going to continue putting this right over my clouds as well too. You have to be careful to not give it too much of a squeeze, as if more comes out, it'll almost look like a brown color or gold color, and you kind of want it to stay that nice shiny look by having just the nice layers. I don't know if I have that at an angle where you can see, but and I don't know too when I take my still shot to show you guys if you'll see it, but it makes all the difference to have that little bit of sparkle going on the sheep. Love that part of the card. And then to add a little bit more embellishment, I am taking some red rhinestone basic jewels, and usually I don't use these 2 products together because like this is shiny sparkly, this is kind of more of like a like vintage pearl look, you know, pearls, that's how they look. Oops, let me put the cap on there. But I thought this was perfect for the bow. And then I wanted a little, because the sheep are sparkly, I wanted a little bit of sparkle to this too. So I'm putting one, well, these 2 are kind of stuck, up in one corner. Oh, not only were they stuck, kind of got the adhesive to want to stick there. So I'm going to put one up in one corner and one down on the other one, and that just adds just a little bit more too, and I feel like it makes the whole sentiment just stand out all that much more. Now this sun passed under a cloud, or cloud went over. I don't know if that'll make this look shiny or finally catch the light for you guys or not, but now for the inside, I need to come up with an inside greeting. So I have my 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white here, and I'm going to take the stamp from the counting sheet that says "You're amazing," and I'll bring out my real red ink pad again. Just going to put that in the center there, and then I'm going to bring out the party hat again, ink that back up in black just like I did for the sheep. But how fun does that look together? You're amazing. So it's just that same party hat that I used there. This time I colored it in, and if you want to color it in there, but I kind of like how it stays black against the red writing there on that. So just going to take and add my adhesive to the back side here like so, and that will finish the card. So glad it's your birthday. You're amazing. So a lot of times, I've made cards lately, even though it's celebration, that I haven't used any of the celebration products. So to be able to use 3 on 1 card's kind of fun too for you guys to be able to see how that all comes together. Alrighty, so that already is card. Hello. Card number 4 out of 10. So tomorrow I'll be back with card number 5. Thursday I'll take a break. I hope to be back Friday for you guys, but so I will bring you something exciting tomorrow again. And with that, how you can get the set of 10 cards, like I said, I'm only on 4, so the other 6 are still a surprise and a secret. And so how you can get those is if you place a $75 order, minimum order, using that code, and I'll also post the September Stamp Camp code with the still shot of this picture. Or if you go, you know what, I just want all 10 of those cards, then they're $25, and that includes the price of shipping them out to you as well. So you can think about that too. But thanks so much for joining in, and hope to see you guys again tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye-bye.